I know you missed me, but I'm back, baby. Welcome back to TMP Finance here for day 9, I believe. Today we're going to take a look at the NASDAQ and all the stocks surrounding the NASDAQ as well. And we're also going to take a look at Shiba as well. So let's hop right into this analysis. Hope everyone had a great trading today. Today was a pretty significant day in my eyes, just because I do believe that this created a new lower high for this current downtrend that we have here. The previous trend line was looking something like this, and I knew this wasn't the final answer because this is way too steep. I mean, you even look at the 2024 trend line over here in mid-2024, and this was steep. Don't get me wrong, this was steep, and investors were freaking out, but this is ridiculously steep. So I knew that we were definitely coming in for a bit of a correction to make that lower high. And that's what we got yesterday here. I believe that this was the lower high, and I'm calling a trend line to move like this here. So my process here when it comes to going long and going short is going to be the same thing as I discussed before in previous videos. My going long scenario is going to be where we get a very strong break above this resistance line over here, creating this as new support, and then from here we can come back and touch 20,750, and this is a very strong support here, as we've had kind of a bit of a range in later 2024 that bounced off of this trend line quite often. But right now I am liking the bearish scenario more. To me, this does look like an engulfing candle, and it does look like a top in kind of, you know, this lower high pattern in a bear market here. So I do believe that this over here is going to be a top for the market, and we can continue to kind of move down all the way down to the support line, which again was a previous all-time high and had a lot of very strong bounces coming into all-time highs. So you'll find a lot of buyers in this area over here. Yeah, and let's take a look at Tesla over here. Tesla is falling super hard. We were down, let's see, well, 5.4%. Yeah, so 5.3% here. And since the all-time high back in 2024, late 2024, we're down 53%, which is just abysmal. If you bought Tesla because you thought that once you partner with Trump, things were going to go skyrocket, I am so sorry for you, because you're losing a lot of money. Now, it's not to say that you can't make money back, but right now, there are a couple things that I am looking for Tesla. Tesla, to me, is very volatile, and I kind of treat it as a cryptocurrency, just because the charts are just so spaced out, right? Your support and resistances are so spaced out. And when it comes to Tesla, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So there's two things that I'm looking for. Either it's going to be a support touch, and for the support, there's been a long-lasting support since 2020 here, where the market has gone down to extremely low points. And if you think that coming down from $500 all the way down to the support line here again is impossible, I mean, let's just zoom out and take a look at where the market first touched, where it came up to, which is a ridiculous amount of percentage. I mean, let's take a look right there. Did this touch here? It came up, let's see, 1,600% just to come back down to that same support. So it's definitely still in the books, and it's definitely a good possibility. So you are looking to buy around that 170 level over here on the trend line here. Call it about high 160s, low 170s. That's going to be a very strong support for you to touch, and a great place for you to average out if you haven't averaged out now. I do believe that this is still a little bit higher than I would expect the market to go, especially if we made this kind of this lower high over here. So I do believe that we can see rejection all the way down to the support line over there. And I mean, if we do get a huge change of momentum, and I do see a break of this falling resistance over here, that is a great place to go long, right, and take a trade over there. Let's take a look into NVIDIA over here, and I will shrink this down over here. Let's take a look at NVIDIA, and it's kind of the same thing here. We do have a little bit more space for us to come down and reach support. Support's going to be very strong at $100 right over here. Got a lot of clean touches and this huge gap over here showing there's a lot of momentum, probably a lot of buyers. It's a great psychological level as well. So $100 is where I can expect NVIDIA to move down to, and this is a fantastic time to average down if you haven't already, moving down to $100 per share over there. And then again, if we do receive a break of this trend line here, you can expect to move to the next higher trend line or the next support, which is probably going to be around, let's see here, probably around this peak over here, right? So this line coming all across here will be the next support that you can expect NVIDIA to move past if it breaks through this resistance here. But again, I do think that all the stocks are in for a bit deeper of a correction, just because we broke such significant support in the NASDAQ 100. The support's been holding us up ever since we exited out the 2022 bear market. So having this break is definitely not just a fake out, and I believe that we are still due for a correction here. And if we take a look at the NASDAQ real quick, it's just a move of 6% lower, which is definitely possible and doesn't really require a lot from the market. So let's take a look into Shiba over here. I'm definitely not a crypto guy. For me, it's a bit too volatile, but I'm really liking the look of the Shiba chart over here, just because there's a lot of room for us to move up to without even reaching all-time highs. And right now we have a very tight resistance as well, so when we do get that break, it's going to be very obvious. We took a zoom in over here, it looks like we did make another lower high in this bear trend here, and we're looking to move down on Shiba even more. So if you are looking to take a short trade here, just follow the support and resistance and look for your next support level over here, which is going to be around this level here. So that's approximately 13% lower than where we are currently. If you are looking for an even deeper support and we do break this resistance over here, you can look to move down another 30% over here, and then from there you're looking to move a total down of 51% from where we currently are. So that is what I'm looking for when it comes to Shiba over here. And right now I think the chart is very simple. Again, just read the chart, don't get too biased, and kind of just move according to what the market's telling you to. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for when it comes to the Shiba and when it comes to Tesla, Nvidia, and the NASDAQ. If you are looking for more support when it comes to your trading and investing journey, come take a look at the description down below and look for the wap.com/tmpfinance link, where you can get access to our Discord, which provides you with trade alerts for every single trade I take, and it's also going to give you hot stock picks for every month, and you're also going to get free one-on-one sessions with me as well, as long as a bunch of other things that I don't have the time to explain right now, but you can find a link in the description and kind of just read about it, see if it suits you. Because right now, if you're not up money in the market and you're not beating the market, then you gotta go back to the drawing board and just try to find out where you're going wrong, because there's definitely opportunities. And even if you aren't looking for those opportunities, but you do want to take them, come take a look at the description at the Discord, because I'm doing all the technical analysis for you. You're just sitting back, taking the trades, and that's it. Alright, y'all. Well, thanks for tuning in with me here on TMP Finance, and I will see you back tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.